Hi everyone, it's writing again. So today we are learning to understand what similes and metaphors are and why we use them in our writing. To have success today, I can understand the differences between similes and metaphors and how they are used to make writing more interesting. Identify similes from metaphors and write my own simile and metaphor or draw pictures for the ones included in this lesson. So the first thing to do is to watch this video. And you might say, well, what are similes and metaphors and why are they important? Well, similes and metaphors are used all of the time in songs. All of the songs really that you will know will include similes and metaphors, and in books and descriptive writing. So we're going to read a little bit about from Matilda, and I'll explain how Roald Dahl has used similes and metaphors. So, oh yes, Miss Honey, it darn well is right. In fact, now I come to think of it, I'll bet it was she who put that stink bomb under my desk here first thing this morning. The place stank like a sewer. So just to give you some context, that was Miss Trunchbull saying that she was just accusing Matilda of doing something very naughty, which Matilda didn't do. But Miss Trunchbull is very difficult to sort of change her opinion when she's decided something. Now, there, Roald Dahl has used a simile. The place stank like a sewer. So you can just imagine Miss Trunchbull's office is incredibly smelly because a stink bomb has been released. And it makes the reader think of images of what it must have looked like. So similes and metaphors help the audience make mental images of what's going on and help them to understand the story better. And it's also entertaining. So another thing that we've written here is that we've got also that Miss Trunchbull says that Matilda's father said, he said if anything bad ever happened in the school, it was certain to be his daughter who did it. I haven't met the little brat yet, but she'll know about it when I do. Her father says she's a real wart. And that means that's a metaphor because it's actually saying that Matilda's dad says she's a wart. And a wart, of course, is something that you might get on your hand and it's really uncomfortable and it looks funny. Well, that is a metaphor when you directly say that is what the person is. So the next part of our video is where I'm going to explain it a little bit more, how you tell the difference, and write a couple. So, firstly, we've got similes. And similes compare two things and you use like or as to compare them. So, my first one is I was walking around the other day and I had quite a big box in my hand. So it looked like it would be super heavy, but it was actually really light. And Maddie said to me, Mum, are you okay? Do you need help? And I said, no, Maddie, this box is as light as a feather. So this box is as light as a feather. So just then we used the word as to compare two things, and it would make you think, oh, it must be super light because we know that feathers are very light, and I love watching feathers float down to the floor because they're so light. And the next one is, and I had to really think about this one, so I'm thinking of the student ran like a cheetah, streaking ahead of the other children. So here I've used the word like to explain that the student who was running was like a cheetah. They were super fast. So you can almost imagine the student and a cheetah running together. Well, that's what I see in my brain. So that's why we use them. So that's similes. Now, metaphors are a little bit different, and they are where you say, so a metaphor is where you just say that something is something. So it's not a comparison. You say one thing is another thing. Now, I know that sounds funny because I'm using the word thing. Usually it's objects, but it can be people as well. So I've got a really good one here, and this is actually from a really beautiful song. In fact, it could even be the title. You are the sunshine of my life. So there you go. You are the sunshine of my life. You know, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying you are it. And another one that is really good is you are the apple of my eye. So today, I would like you, now that you've watched this video, the next thing I'd like you to do is to watch the next video that's there, because that will explain it again. Then there is a sheet with clouds, and in the clouds are either metaphors or similes. If you are able to edit it online or print it off, you can colour the similes blue and the metaphors yellow, or each of the clouds is numbered, and you can just write on a piece of paper similes and metaphors, and then just write the numbers that of the ones that are similes under similes and metaphors under metaphors. So that's an easy way to do it. And you can even just type that into the comments box. You could just write similes 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm just guessing. Don't take that for granted. Metaphors 1, 4, 8, whatever. So you can do that as well. Now, if you are still keen, there is a Google Doc there, and you can create your own metaphor and simile and draw a picture or use clip art for those. Or there's even what's called a metaphor and simile mat, which is just a poster with some similes and metaphors if you would like to write one of each and draw a picture. But that's an extra activity if it takes you a long time to identify the similes and metaphors. You don't have to do that. But if you would like to do it, it is there. And of course, if you want, you can practice your spelling. Okay, and the spelling words are there just in case you need a reminder. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoy your day, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.